Hello everybody, and welcome to Id Invaded episode 12. Oh my god, we're on episode 12. Anime review, the penultimate episode where, to put it bluntly, a poo goes down. A lot more. We're in the final battle, so to speak. It was a mental episode. Stuff was happening all over the place, and I bloody loved it. This is probably my favourite thing this year. I'm willing to... I say this year. I know it's only... What is it, March? It's March. It's only March. Still gonna, say it. Doesn't make it not true. Anyway, let's jump into the episode and see what went down and everything. Let's do this. So we begin with Asukai being unleashed. She's wearing some, flight suit thing, like a flipping mecha pilot. So that's good. And she starts warping reality. And, there's a bunch of stuff there. It's pretty weird. Turns out, she's not actually changing reality. She's putting people into comas where then they are, into comas. We'll do it commas. She's putting them into idwells, basically, which is of course putting their real bodies into idwell. Basically, she's doing the machine's job without actually having a machine. So it's pretty weird, pretty cool. They explain it a little bit later. Basically, she's turned the whole building into a big... What's the name of the machine? They said it a lot, so I wrote it down. Hang on. Mizuhaname. I think that's how you say it. Big old machine. The whole building's one now. So basically, anyone in the building, she can put them into a coma, send them to an idwell, essentially. Director, what's his name, shows up. John Walker bloke shows up at the main room where Fukuda, Narisago, and Honda Machi are, as well as random security guard number 1. He's just there for most of the stuff. It's pretty fun. He's just a random dude. Shoots Narisago, and then dives into, I believe it's his own idwell before. So he shoots himself and dives into the idwell at the same time. So his consciousness is still alive in the idwell, but his real body, his real life, is dead, so to speak. So yeah, then what the hell? Narisago and Honda Machi then follow him in. Fukuda was going to, or maybe he wasn't, but then he gets got by the coma wave, so he just is on the floor, passes out, basically, with the random security guard number 7. I don't remember if I said number 7 before. That's the number. That's his number now, because it's relevant. And then in the idwell, the John Walker guy figures out, oh, I killed Kairu because he's in his own idwell. And he gets his memories back, everything. Good stuff. And the idwell can't cause a storm because his real body is dead, so the world can't update because obviously he's dead. So his idwell has masks everywhere, which are like serial killers, because Asukai, he got them from Asakai's dreams, I guess, and so he can go to any idwell from his own idwell, is how I understand it, which that's pretty cool. Sakaido and Honda Machi are also there. Honda Machi's thing is called, I wrote it down, Hijirido. That's her big old detective character, you know what I'm trying to say. Meanwhile, they follow him through the mask he goes in. The support team, meanwhile, remember them, they're there too. They wake up in their own idwell and they get chased by boulders for a little bit. They figure out, so Asukai is basically the Mizuhaname, the machine. Basically, she is the thing that makes it work. That's not good. Nurses before, mass coma incident as well happened at the hospital, so it's a similar deal here. The boulders roll at them, and then Momoki, who is apparently out of custody now because they've figured out who he really is, they know he's innocent. He is with Matsuoka, and they're going to deal with the real world side of things, while Honda Machi and Sakaido, I guess not even Honda Machi at this point, Nijirido, they deal with the idwell side of things. God, this is mental. So yes, them two arrive at the Kura with the, they've got a helmet, if I remember right. Yep. Yeah, they get, or is that later on? No, that's later on, they get a helmet. My mistake. They arrive at the Kura and see it's all weird. It's got waves along the side, which it's because of what she's doing. Basically, the plan is we have to stick Asukai back in the machine because this is what happens if she's outside of it, and we can't have that. That's not good. Sakaido and Hijirido are still chasing Matey Boy. Honda-machi, they're in Honda-machi's Idwell. She remembers, gets her memory back and everything. So and then a storm starts up, and so she tells Sakaido go to his own Idwell the lightning Idwell, to remember who he is and everything. And that's basically what he does. Then we get a sick montage with this cool song playing where there's just a bunch of Idwells, like random people, and then we see Sakaido and a bunch of other stuff too. Fukuda, Honda-machi's falling in her own Idwell. Fukuda is there and catches her. This is real Fukuda from the real world, who fell. I guess when he woke up, from his coma, he was sent to this Idwell. So he's not in the machine as a detective. He's in as himself, as Fukuda, with the hole in his head and what have you. So yeah, he saves Honda-machi. Narisaga remembers everything in his own Idwell, so that's good. Momiki gets this is when Momiki gets the helmet, and also they say to get some drugs to, I guess, pacify Asukai when is necessary. Honda-machi and Fukuda then go back into the main well, the director's well with all the masks and everything. Someone else follows them though. That's back on that in a minute. They talk about the number 7 for a bit. Then Honda-machi gets saved from being shot. Fukuda takes the bullet for her. Who shot the bullet? It's bloody what's her name? Inami. Remember her from way before? Honda-machi killed her bloke, and now she's mad. And then Honda-machi sees her whole thing is when something's broken. I guess she sees it as put back together. So that's how she found Inami easily. This is probably a result of the hole. I don't remember if they actually said it, but it's probably because of the hole. So she saw Fukuda as regular Fukuda as opposed to scarred drill hole Fukuda, which is kind of nice. Good stuff there. But yeah, then Fukuda has I have my 3 wishes granted, and then he dies. Poor Fukuda. You were somehow you managed to come back around at the beginning, or near the beginning. I was like, I don't care about you. Now I'm like, yeah, you're a good guy. You're a good guy, Fukuda. Like you a lot. Inami then heads into, I believe, it's either her own Idwell or Kazuta's Idwell, to see him again, basically. And then she gets killed by John Walker in there. Not the real one. This is the Idwell monster version of him, I think. Kills Inami. Narisaga then reunites with Honda-machi and they have a little chat. Basically, hopefully people who die in here come back in the real world. We're not too sure though. That might not be a thing that happens. Who knows? He says if they want to come back to life, they will. Which Fukuda said he wants to die multiple times. So rip Fukuda. You were a good guy. Then I guess they begin their travels. We actually get to the credits there. Post-credits scene. Momiki suits up in this weird tech suit, basically so he doesn't get comaed by Asukai. Matsuoka gives him a gun, just in case she doesn't want to be put back in the machine. And Momiki is like, I will protect everyone if I have to. So I think Asukai's probably going to die. That's a thing I think might happen. Maybe Narisaga will get let out on good behaviour, and he'll go back to trying to be rebuilding life. And I assume this whole division of the cops, the Kura, will be shut down because things have kind of gone from pretty bad for them. Their director was John Walker. A lot of bad stuff's happened. So if I was the government, I would not continue funding them. That's just me though. I'm not the government, which that's probably for the best if I'm being honest. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. Gonna wrap it up next week. I can't think of a way they could possibly screw up the ending tremendously. They can't. I don't think there's a way they could erase the ending. And if you don't know that reference, basically the ending of Erased is pretty bad, and the rest of the show is really good. So hopefully they don't do that, because so far we're looking really good, and I'm really hopeful that they don't screw it up. Oh god, excuse me, that's not good. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. I will see you next week for the finale of It Invaded. Cannot wait, actually. Genuinely cannot wait. See you then, and bye guys.